though. Let's do that. Yeah, that's much faster. Well, if it... Hold on. Might as well just go. There we go. Carcass of an unknown creature. Well, we'll definitely be checking that out when we finish up here. Yep. It's nice to be back on a real map. All right, Regil, we need to put you back in your spot there.
Backwards!
Commander, save Melissa. What happened to you?
This village. So beautiful, so peaceful, so many good people living here. But something has been worrying me since the day I came here. I couldn't stop thinking about all the strange rituals in the grove, and all the weird conversations about firstborns being doomed to die. I tried not to think too much about it. If the villagers were not willing to embrace the faith of 𝐸𝐸, I didn't want to appear judgmental. But I was wrong. I should have trusted my instincts. There is great evil at work in this village.
Wow.
When Melissa and I decided to get married, she told me that she wanted to do it under the rites of 𝐸𝐸. I hadn't asked her to do that, but she had already made up her mind. It was entirely her decision. She asked me not to tell 𝐸𝐸 about it, and we tried to keep things quiet, but he found out about it anyway. Well, he grew more and more gloomy with every passing day. I did not understand what was going on until Melissa finally told me the truth, something that everyone else in the village knew except for me. Locals perform their wedding rites upstream from the isle on a boat. The bride is supposed to take off her wreath, and send it floating down the stream, while she recites a horrible, profane oath that I do not wish to repeat. You see, when she gives away her wreath, she also promises to give her firstborn to the river, body, mind, and soul. It may not happen right away, it may take years. But in the end, the river will always take what belongs to it. And 𝐸𝐸, he is a few minutes older than Melissa. Do you see? The dying man whispers hoarsely. You can hear the anguish in his voice. The people of Chili Creek believe that they worship the river, but these rites are not druidic in nature. They are not the rituals of the Green Faith, or the cultic practices of some minor deity. No, this malevolent force, whatever it is, has a physical presence in this world. 𝐸𝐸 has lost his mind, his parents swore to give him to this monster, and now it has deprived him of his sanity. He took Melissa to the isle, that's probably where the monster lives, and where sacrifices to it are made. This village lies on the borders of the Worldwound. It is not protected by ward stones. The villagers were so proud that their river protected them from demons. But it seems that this protection was nothing more than one monster's attempt to keep other monsters away from its hunting ground. Oh, yes. Demons are not the only monsters in Golarion. There are many others, believe me. Some of them are creatures of chaos, and others are creatures of order. There are mindless beasts, and cunning fiends, huge monstrosities, and tiny terrors. Sometimes the real monsters are mortals. They often pretend to be noble and good. They make a pretense of offering protection to those who need it, but the protection always comes at a cost.
So the locals sacrifice their firstborns to the river, and the bridal wreath is part of the ritual. Not exactly. The locals are decent people. They don't kill their children with their own hands. The wreath is a sign of obedience. The future parents agree that the river can take their firstborns whenever it wants. It has the right to take their bodies or their minds. It can summon them at any time and demand services from them, and sometimes the river exercises that right. There's more. 𝐸𝐸 was the firstborn son, the older twin. When he did this to me, he wasn't himself anymore. I believe that the river took control of him. Whatever monster the locals worship has been controlling his thoughts and actions. What must I do to save Melissa? He took her to Pikefin. It's an isle in the middle of the river. You can see it from here. Indeed, if you look closely, you can see a small rocky isle partially obscured by the river mist. Something drove him insane. The evil that has controlled this village for all these years, it lives on the isle. Take one of the boats from the village and set her free. You need help. No, it's too late for me. I can already hear Aristil's hunting horn. My God is waiting for me. All I ask is that you save my wife. My journey through this world, my journey is over. Who did this to you? He wounded me and threw me into the river. I guess he thought I'd drowned, but somehow I made it back to shore. Perhaps it was the old Deadeye himself who helped me so I could speak to you. Markle, but this isn't his fault. He hasn't been himself. The evil of the river has driven him insane. He must be stopped at all costs. But if you can, if it's at all possible, try to save him too. Yeah, the swarm that walks. Save her. The cleric's breath is shallow and ragged. His quivering limbs go still. His eyes close. And he passes away to his God. And he went, whoa! Alright, let's go find us a boat. Whoa! Hello. Walked right into that one, didn't we? Boat? Boat.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Oh, okay. Nice. What is more dangerous, the unpredictability of nature or hostile intentions of another? The malevolent force hides on this isle is a wild, volatile, and ruthless as the natural world, but it also has a cunning intelligence, a devious and vindictive desire to keep away unwanted visitors. As soon as the commander reaches for the oars, the water around the boat turns into a thick sheet of ice that freezes the vessel in place. What will the commander do now? And that's all right. That's much better. Avoid the hostile magic and watchful gaze of the unseen entity by sneaking into another boat undetected. Jump into the nearby boat and push it away from the shore before it freezes too. Both of those are guaranteed. Let's go with this one. Those who rely too much on magic are often defeated by simple non-magical solutions. A commander sneaks onto a different vessel and manages to remain undetected until the boat is safely away from shore. The commander sets off for the shore of the small rocky isle, but his journey does not go unnoticed, and it seems that someone on the isle does not like uninvited guests. Suddenly, the mist that rises from the surface of the river thickens into a dense cloud of fog. It blinds the commander and obscures his surroundings. Where is the shore? Where is the isle? The fog is so thick the commander cannot even see the oar he is holding in his hands. What will the commander do now that he's blinded by fog? Close his eyes. Oh, yeah, we could totally just rock that one. Lore nature. Dip his hand into the water and pay close attention to the current. The flow of the river will reveal the direction he needs to go. Or athletics to steer the boat out of the fog. Let's go with the perception. Yeah. The sound of running water, the splash of a fish, the wind rustling through the branches of the forest, the sound of a bird chirping on a shore far away. All these sounds paint a picture in the commander's mind that no fog can hide. A light breeze slowly begins to dissipate the cloud of fog. The boat is headed straight toward the island. It will not be long before the commander reaches the black, rocky shore of the Pike Fin. The rocky isle is desolate and bare. Blue-gray lichen and a few sparse straggling weeds are all that survive on the black rocky shore. Further inland, the entrance to a cave gapes open like a toothless mouth. Suddenly, a violent gust of wind sweeps out from the entrance of the cave toward the river. The water, which was calm only moments ago, begins to swell into massive foaming waves that threaten to smash the boat into the boulders along the coast. How will the commander reach the shore? Call out to the unseen force that cast the spell and demand it be allowed. Okay, we could do that. Throw an anchor. We could probably do that. We definitely won't be doing Knowledge World. Let's go with Intimidate. The commander's intimidating presence seems to frighten the storm into submission. The wind grows calm and the waves subside. He steers the boat down the river toward the isle and disembarks without any further complications. It's hard to believe that only moments ago this calm, lazy river was a maelstrom of raging waves and rushing currents. The air is still and peaceful. The howling gales and roaring winds have completely subsided. The isle looks calm, but so did the river. Looks can be deceiving. The lichen-covered black boulders along the shore do not look like they have ever been disturbed. It would be easy to assume this isle is uninhabited. There are no bones or traces of any rituals. But after moving further inland, the commander sees Markle's boat. It's been carefully pulled up onto the shore beyond the reach of the waves. Noises can be heard from within the cave ahead. There's a shrill, angry voice followed by the sound of a woman's scream. Wow. All right. Save. So we don't have to go through that again. Ooh. Okay, let's get this one first.
I'm glad I was useful to you. I will prove my worth.
My God.
I finished here. Is there more? I sense something.
Jiminy Christmas.
I'm trusting you. This is where I shine. Something is not right here. I finished here. Is there more?
Sounds like there's a lot more.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
She's being very, very sneaky.
I finished here. Is there more?
Yep, there is.
I sense something.
Jiminy Christmas. I mean, I'll take the XP.
Finished here.
Oh, it's only
Is there
13,
more?
really?
I'm glad I was useful to you. Something is not right here. I finished here. Is there more?
Okay, I should have done this one earlier.
I will follow my dream. I can do this. I finished here. Is there
Nice.
more?
Fantastic job, dear.
This way.
Save it. Oh, which reminds me. Nice. Count's looking like a badass. All right. There we go. The cave is cold and dark. The ground is covered in fog. An icy current of air flows towards you from the depths of the cave. Water drips from the ceiling, and dim lanterns cast grotesque shadows on the walls. All these years we've been worshipping the three of you. All our prayers to 𝐼𝐶, all our sacrifices, oh gods and our children. It's been you the whole time. Nylessa is huddled in the corner, clasping a withered wreath of grass and flowers to her chest. She looks like she's been crying. Standing in front of her are three horrifying old hags. Markle sits at their feet like a faithful dog. What's so wrong with us, child? Oh my god.
And what's so wrong with us, child? The old woman's skin is even whiter than her hair, and her breath hangs in the air like an icy mist. Her voice is kind, but her gentle words lack sincerity. Beneath her friendly exterior, she is as cold and ruthless as ice. We did not wish to bring any harm to you or your brother, but unfortunately, you have not given us what we are owed. Deliver to the river what is rightfully hers, and both of you can leave in peace.
Roy's too soft. La Vixia. The hag's voice sounds like a roar of the wind during a storm. Her skin is covered in spidery blue veins, and her eyes flash like lightning. Do what you're told, lass. Hand over that wreath or face the consequences. You won't escape us. You can run, but you can't hide from old Latinda. Lorenda, Lavixia, my sisters, do you hear me? Do you know that what is destined to happen must happen? The old woman speaks in a whisper. Her blind eyes are as cloudy as the fog on the river, and she turns and points her finger at you resolutely. Look who's arrived. This is the one whose face was revealed to us in the dark waters. He's arrived already? Wow, that is a surprise. We dislike uninvited guests, but you're clearly strong, agile, and smart. We appreciate those qualities in a person. Very well, since you're here, you might as well come in. Melissa, are you all right? Commander, Era still be praised. Those things drove Markle crazy and made him kill my husband. I don't understand what they want. Please save us. So you praise the old stag now, ungrateful child. Who has kept you fed and protected you from every danger? Did your mother worship the old hunter? How about your grandmother and her grandmother before her? Did they offer him praise? I think not. A little village with important traditions. Old traditions that are honored and respected by everyone. Now, why doesn't this sound familiar? Markle, what's wrong with you? He is absolutely fine. He's a good boy, an obedient boy. He respects his elders, never talks back, and has respect for his mother river. Isn't that so? Help me save my sister from me. The river always takes what belongs to her. Who are you? Who are we?
Who are we? Perhaps we are the waves on the river, or the fish in the deep. Perhaps we are the mist on the water. Are we solid ice, or a raging storm? Why do you ask the question when you already know the answer? Letinda's eyes stare blindly off into the distance. Haven't we already met between the two shores? My sister is wise, but she likes to speak in riddles. Lavixia's icy blue lips curl into an amicable smile. We are the three maidens of the river, generous to those on the water, and revered by those on the land. We fill nets with fish, we keep the filth of the abyss away from our people. And we ask for very little in exchange. Ungrateful mortals. Lorda stomps her feet. We do everything for them, and what do we get in return? Nothing. Instead of being thankful for our protection, these ingrates have started praying to some old bowman.
Yeah, whatever Nanio had to say, not important.
The numbers have their magic, and we have our numbers. 2 has a magic of its own, a pair of lovers, a mother and a daughter, or a teacher and a student. 4 make a crowd, that's too close to 5. Bah. No one can really cast spells in groups of 5. 3 is the most powerful number in the world. Sets of 3 are everywhere you look. Everything in the world is either solid like ice, or liquid like water, or fleeting like fog. Every event was, or is, or will be. Every person is either here, or there, or nowhere. The most powerful spells are woven when there are 3.
If you know all the answers, why are you asking the questions? Is this deceit? They pray to the river, and are we not the embodiment of the river? They make sacrifices. Do we not accept them? And when they ask for help, do we not help? Oh, there's gratitude for you, mortals. Pfft. We stay awake all night out of concern for their well-being. We fend off demons so they can feel safe, but instead of appreciating our efforts, they call us liars. If it was up to me, You shouldn't insult us like that. We find your accusations offensive. We are not mortal tricksters pretending to be gods. We are one with the river. The villagers have agreed to pay the price for our help. We offered them a fair bargain. The stupid girl decided to cheat us. If anyone here has fallen victim to deception, it's us. I don't know. They did something to Markle. They made him kill General. Then they ordered him to bring me here, and now they want... We don't want much, child. Just your wedding wreath. Give it to us, and the 2 of you can leave in peace. After all, we have protected you from all kinds of calamities. We have provided your village with food. Don't we deserve your respect and gratitude for our gifts? Will you begrudge us the one thing we ask of you? Why do you need it? You killed my husband. I'm a widow now. Why do you need my wedding wreath? That is a great question. You recall Jernon's words. When the villagers cast away their wreaths, they promised to give their firstborns to the river. Why would the hags want a widow to complete this ritual? There can only be one answer. Melissa doesn't know it yet, but she must be pregnant with her firstborn child. Ooh. Melissa, you are with child. If you give them your wreath, you'll be giving away your child as well. What? So that's what this is all about. That's why you dragged me here? You didn't want the wreath. You wanted what it represents. You killed the man I loved, and now you want me to take my child away from me too. Never. I will not let that happen. So that means you are the reason I killed my brother-in-law. Thanks to me, Melissa's child will never know her father, and now you want to take this child from their mother? I won't let that happen. I won't allow it. Wait, what's going on? Are you trying to rebel against this boy? Don't forget, you will belong to us for as long as you live. You cannot get rid of us no matter how hard you try. We just have to say the word and you will be under our control. Oh, that happened. Grabs some stone from the cave floor and attacks the hag. You hear a disgusting crunching sound as Markle smashes the rock into the hag's arm. The hag shrieks and lashes out at the man, dealing him a powerful blow that causes him to fall to the floor unconscious. All right, good enough. Kill them, sisters. No one leaves this place alive.
Let's have some fun.
All right, let's go.
I will resist.
Summon Boogeyman, huh? I can do summoning too. What do we want to do? And then he's just gonna take off. They're like, screw it, we're out. All right, come on. Select everyone. Get over here.
So many thoughts, so little time.
He refused to surrender.
Company.
And how much longer do we have to put up with that shit? Oh my god. That's a long time. All right, what can we do here?
Please help me.
Successful strength check each round after receiving the effects.
Fear I've been wounded.
Oh, skip the pleasantries. Assist me.
Please help me.
Damn it.
Rules are made to be broken.
I fear I've been wounded.
My wounds pile on.
Please, help me.
The end.
Assist me at once.
My God.
Shall we move?
Quickly.
I fear I've been wounded.
To surrender.
I thought you didn't want to lose me.
I don't even know if this is going to work. Yeah, I seriously don't know what happened. Why she... What happened? I don't know.
Please help me.
The end.
Yeah, I don't know.
I fear I've been wounded.
To surrender.
There. Now we can finish looting this place.
I sense something.
Okay. Looks like that's it, right? Yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you for saving us from those monsters. I didn't think I was going to survive in Markle. I thought I had lost him forever. Sister, forgive me. I have no excuse for my actions. It's not your fault, I guess. Those hags were controlling your mind, weren't they? They would never have ensnared me if I had not been such an easy target. I really do not like 𝐿𝐴𝐻. I was against your marriage, and the hags used that to control me. After all, she answers softly, I don't know if I'll ever be able to really forgive you, but you are the only family I have now. Alright, what are you going to do next? I'll bury my husband in the ground, and then, ever still be my witness, I will soon have my hands full, but not here. I don't want to see this river ever again. It was my fault that your daughter will grow up without a father. I know that an uncle is no substitute for a parent, but I swear I'll do everything I can for her. Did you tell the villagers the truth? I did, but they don't believe me. They don't want to believe the truth. They say it must have been a nightmare or that Markle drank too much. They come up with dozens of different explanations because the truth is just too terrible to bear. They'll keep practicing their rites. I wouldn't be surprised if another nasty creature comes to live in the pike fin in a couple of years. I'm sure there are plenty of foul things that would gladly prey on these villagers and accept their sacrifices. I can't live amongst these people anymore. Are you free from the evil influence now? I am. The hags are dead. I am now my own man. Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. I loved him so much. I thought we had a life ahead of us. Now I'm just going to, like, eat you all because I'm the swarm that walks. All right. See you later. Here, take this. It's an old family heirloom. I don't know how many generations it's been in our family, but I want you to have it. Take it as a sign of my gratitude. I hope it will help you on your path to victory. The Lore Master's Robe. All right. What is this Lore Master's Robe? This robe grants its wearer a +3 insight bonus on all knowledge and lore skill checks, as well as a +2 bonus on reflex saving throws. Wow. We're gonna have to figure out who that's gonna go on. Hag's Demise. This cloth grants its wearer a +4 insight bonus on saving throws against hexes and necromancy school spells. Yeah, we'll sell that.